queen cell, knock the rest down, and just let her, because that's already capped. So it's going to say that was capped today. We've got to wait another 6 days for the virgin queen to come out. So I think I'll do that.
Instead of buying one?
I'm going to buy some because I'm going to buy a couple today, but I think this one, she's lasted through the winter well, and where they were originally as well. I mean, the wind was whipped across where they were on the field.
They're docile bees, aren't they?
Yeah, and she withstood that, so I think that's going to be the plan of action.
There's still a few flying bees coming back here.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, they could be just the ones that were. So make sure you get. If you left 2 in there, there's a possibility they could swarm on the second one. Out the virgin queens come out. They can swarm on the virgin and then keep swarming. So let's go through these. So I think that was the fourth frame in. Not much food down there either. Been busy?
Quite, yeah.
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 Did you go to a wedding the other day?
No.
Was it a wedding?
No.
Are you out now?
No.
Picture on Facebook.
Oh, you know, someone must have put it on there.
See the hatching bees? It's a drew.
Oh, yeah.
Come at the shell there, look. Just coming out as well. Another drew. This is worker brood, the flatter stuff. All this ray stuff is drew. Male bees.
They make a few of them then, don't
Yeah, they do this time of year. Then come autumn time, they kick them all out for the winter because they don't do nothing. They don't collect it. Obviously, just use for breeding. Right, so I wouldn't shake this frame. So I'm going to keep a queen cell from it. I don't shake it to what damage the queen inside. The queen cell wise, I'm going to pick.
2, look. Yeah.
It's 1,
That's
2,
3.
3. So I'm going to pick. I'm going to go for the middle one. I mean, it's a bit of a guessing game, isn't it? Let's hope that's going to match out all right. That's a decent one. You know, it is a bit of a guess. Just got to make sure there's no. Just build queen cells
What's that one there?
everywhere. Which one?
Is that the, or is that just a bit of...
Yeah, it's nothing like just play cup, that is. Play cup with nothing in it. But okay. Two on there though, aren't there?
Yeah, cool, yeah. They've gone mad making queens, haven't
Yeah, that's where you've got to get every one bar one. Because if you miss one, like I say, the virgin queen comes out, and they swarm, and then the next one comes out, and they swarm, and then you end up with about 3 bees. It's nice pearly white larvae though, which is nice and healthy. The captains are all nice and healthy. It's not EFB or IFB. EFB, European foul brood. You can get it twisted. Excuse me, you get a twisted larvae and it's brownish. Where American foul brood, you can get sunken caps, where this is slightly raised, isn't it?
Yeah.
You start seeing sunken ones. Get inside and you can mix it up with a little toothpick and it can be very stringy and slimy. So that's one thing we do this evening. Is that one thing good? Just going to mark that frame with a queen cell on for future reference. Make them everywhere though, doesn't he?
Sure, yeah.
You've got to be careful, this frame gets squished outside. This foundation. See if you read the books. A lot of them say they wouldn't build queen cells on the outside frames. They
Yeah.
normally would store the food. But they do. Build them anywhere. You've got to check them all.
Plenty of bees anyway.
Yeah, there is. That's pretty good. There's been a slightly bit of that. There's been a bit of a June gap, they call it. I knew it was only going to be a few days, but it has been. The last 2 or 3 days they've been quieter. But now the blackberries start coming out, the brambles,
Oh, yeah.
and the white clover. Don't make a difference. It's just I like it running in the same way as the frames. Alright, okay. Make sure I get some drones on there so I can't get through.
How come you done that?
Because there's no queen in there.
Yeah.
So that just gives us full access to the food because they've got no food
Oh,
in
yeah.
the bottom
yeah.
box.
Yeah.
I put the queen excluder on. I mean, drones can't get through. I'm not hugely bothered that they can't get through the stores, but that doesn't matter. Once you get the queen mate, give them the space, and then once you start laying, obviously I don't want her laying up in the super, so I'll put the queen excluder back under. I could have left it on there. It just doesn't really matter. Right. Oh, I've got to check this, see what this is like today. Heavy, is what it is.
full, isn't it?
Look at that cap frame.
Yeah.
So that's done. So I'll just put that one down and take the foundation frame out, I think. So it's just a slightly on cap. Just got to get my refractometer. It's a handy tool. It takes the guessing out of it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
What the water content is in the honey. I tested the spring honey I got yesterday, and that comes out at 19%, so that's a decent percentage, you know, anything under 20% water. But this just takes the guesswork out. You can kind of, yeah, I mean, I kind of already know it's going to be okay, because it's just the thickness of it.
Yeah.
Can't get used to.
That's quite light, isn't it? It's like a light
Yeah,
flavour.
well, the honey I'm going to give you is from the allotment, and that's the darker honey. That shows you they
That's
feed
funny,
on.
isn't it? That's like a. That's hard to describe how good it is, really.
Is it good?
It's like right light honey, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spring honey is, I think, spring honey is better. So it's just under 20%, so I can take that off. It's fine. Like that, I'm not going to check it because
No, it's no point, is it?
No point.
Helen, come here.
That. And this is a brew box I use, remember? It's
Yeah.
double the size of super, so the weight in here is good,
Ridiculous,
good
isn't
£40.
it?
It's amazing how they do it all, isn't it? So I've got a cut comb honey frame in here, haven't I? There's a guy, I'm calling it Gary's frame because he's the only one who wanted cut comb,
Oh right, yeah. Yeah, you see people do that.
and he's getting excited. So
Yeah, just try some of this honey in a minute.
that really needs a bit longer. I like to say all capped. But
Yeah.
am I going to get it all capped?
Well, I
Probably not.
wouldn't worry about it now. Yeah, I got quick. Try it. Go on. I can see you licking your lips. Come on, they wouldn't. They've got no queen. They're not the docile. What am I? I've been standing there ages. Come on. Quick. They wouldn't hurt you. It'll make a hole and just put your finger in it. That's ever so sweet. Yeah, I'd never tasted honey like it.
Well, this is fairly clean 'cause it's all sterile in the beehive, obviously. So
Go on, put your finger in there. Go round the other side. There's less bees. You got it?
like,
It's different, isn't it?
Yeah,
does it taste like honey?
yeah.
That's
It
the
do
main thing,
taste like
isn't it?
honey, innit? Yeah. That's light, innit?
You know what
Seems
tastes like
right.
onions?
Seems to be right light.
Light.
Yeah, spring. I think spring honey's not that I'm a honey lover, but spring honey is probably the best. I think.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Well, you're going to try some good stuff because you got got you, and obviously the customers who let me keep hives on there. They get the best stuff. So I've got allotment honey in. That's a bit darker. And that's, I think you'll find it's even better.
Is it?
I wonder what they've been eating
I
mostly.
mean, that
Yeah.
as well though. That's 17%.
Oh, is it? That one's lower,
So
isn't it?
that frame is done as well. So Gary's got his cut comb. I said to him, I said, you realise you're going to have to buy the whole frame?
Yeah.
Because normally I wouldn't do it.
Well, I don't know. Well, I suppose the people just eat the right wax as well, do they?
Yeah, that's chewy though, isn't it?
Yeah, I can't see the point, but
But that's the thing, mate. I mean, honestly.
I
It's
suppose.
meant to be good for you.
Well, I don't suppose that do anything to you, do it? Nice though, isn't it?
For another couple of years, there'll be loads of flowers down there. So there'll be
Yeah,
loads
that
of
should be
flowers.
get better and better, shouldn't it?
I mean, you know, I don't like to brag, but just out the spring crop, I've done really well. But that, you know what? That only comes down because I manage them well, which means you have to keep on top of it.
Yeah.
You know, there's things I've done, combined hives, because it is bees that make honey at the end of the day. It sounds simple, but people forget that. People will say, oh, I've got 40 hives, but the reality is they could condense them down to about 15, 20 hives, and they would get more honey than if they had 40 hives.
Yeah.
They've got 40 mediocre hives, or why not condense them, which I've done, my hives. Yeah, you drop down the number of hives, but it doesn't matter. But they'll produce more honey.
Yeah.
You know, that is about, for me, that is about the honey, you know, that's what I want. You know, this is, you know, it's a good hobby, but I want to make money as well.
Yeah.
You know, but people have got different agendas, so, you know, I don't blame them.
So you get 2 crops then, so you do another one in September time, would you?
End of next month, I'll be pretty much done then.
Oh, right.
So
And
I've
then
now started on the
Oh,
next.
and then the stuff they save till September will be for them getting through the winter.
That would be if I'd leave it for them, but I won't, because I'll
You
feed
won't-
them sugar.
So you get 3 lots off them,
I'll get 2, spring and summer crop.
spring and summer.
So
crop.
a lot of people haven't even got a spring crop. I'm even in Norfolk, mate, and so I don't quite understand it, because
No, there's plenty
I'll
of bait.
probably end up with about £150,
Yeah.
which amounts to 12-ounce jars, and it's just on a
Yeah.
spring crop.
Oh, it's good, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I mean, I put a lot of effort in, I think.
Yeah.
And
Well, that's cost you a few quid now to get going, isn't it? So you've got to make that
Exactly.
money back, and
yeah. These are handy tools. These are. Measure the water content.
have a look through there. Have a look through. No.
So that's about.
Scale of the bees.
That's fine as well. Right. Okay. Let's get you.
All right. You don't have no sugar.
Yeah, just milk, please. So what did we say there? I can't remember now.
I think one. Yeah, I think they were all pretty much all done, really, Kev.
Just that one. Put that.
Oh, that first one you got 8, yeah, wasn't quite
So
full,
that's
is it?
okay, because that's got a bit of food on it, so I can put this one in the brew box.
Yeah.
So that's ideal, really, because it's got some foundation frames in.
So you don't mix the honey up from different hives then, or anything like that? You just.
The only reason I do it because I like to see the different colours.
Yeah, yeah, I bet, yeah.
The summer, so I'll show you. Got your honey in there. So that's a darker honey, and that comes from an allotment, right? So it's just okay. So it's not far.
Yeah, no.
So the stuff I took some supers off at Hullen's Saturday. That's a lot lighter.
All right. That's quite light as well, isn't it?
Yeah. So there's clearly. I don't know. I mean, it's difficult. You know, it's certainly been on the hawthorn and horse chestnut. I thought
You wouldn't think there'd be too much difference, but then on an allotment,
That's
there's
in
a lot
Norwich,
more.
more diversity.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's-
and people's gardens as well, isn't it?
so. I also keep the. Like this will go in its own separate bucket.
Yeah,
It'll give me the lot numbers.
yeah.
I mean, you got just records that I need to know if not anything is going to happen, but you know what I mean. They can say, well, that was lot numbers. So I think, right,
Yeah.
that's short form. That is. He's giving me some duff honey.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Right. Just pick that up.
That's heavy, isn't
It's a lot of honey. You know.
it? Yeah.
So they've got some food on the super frames, which is good. So that staff, because that's what you've got to be careful of as well. I mean, once upon a time I made a mistake. I took the honey off. One hive, and I didn't check it in the brew box. Is any food?
Yeah.
Luckily I went back 5 days later. I thought they seem very docile, very slow, and I left them nothing.
Thank
They
you.
stored all their food stores in the supers. I took it away. There was no flow on, so they were starving. But I caught them in time, so that's a lesson learned. Always make sure they've got.
Well, you can put that excluder on top of there now, can't you?
What's that?
You put that excluder back on there now if you want, I suppose, can
I
you?
could do. I'd just leave it open because there's no queen in there. She's not going to lay in them supers, and it lets the drones get through as well. So if the little dronies want something to eat, they can. But there's now the flowers now started again because the white clover is out as well.
Right.
Right, so one queen cell in there. That's it.
Oh, it's got to be good.
Sorted.
It's got to be good, isn't it?
Yeah, she'll hatch out. Well, I'd say I always go on from today that they capped it, but could have been yesterday who knows. But so in 6 days' time at max, she'll hatch out. And then there you go. Yeah. So hopefully we'll get a nice
Another
queen out of that
yeah.
one, which will be
Good.
fantastic.